Well, my main hobbies and passions at the moment, since my accident, is I do a lot of photography, which I've enjoyed for the last 50 years. My collection now goes back to the earliest Nikon cameras the rangefinder's ever made. I can show the whole history of one manufacturer's camera. I can show it from word go right up until today.
Any hobby that he takes, he has to know it inside out and back to front. So he's a bit of a perfectionist in that way. So whether it be, cameras or cars, and then his last hobby was motorcycles. He loved them. I loved them. I only got to go on it a couple of times. Dad's sort of my rock. If I need something, Dad's there for me.
It was a Saturday morning and he went for his usual motorbike meet up at Werribee, and I think probably would have been about 11 o'clock, 11:30, I got a knock at the door. The police told me that he was in a very bad accident and he's quite serious. But when I got there it was a different story. The doctors told me he'd be lucky to make it and to let the family know to come to the hospital.
I've got titanium hip, titanium down my leg, I've nuts and bolts everywhere, but I survived. And I'm not a person to feel sorry for myself. I don't stay at home and hide away, and there's never enough time in the day to go out and do the things you want. Well, after being at home for 5 years without being able to get out on the car myself, without my wife's help, the issue I had, of course, was I didn't know what to expect. The Abbey loader was looking better and better for me. And when Jeff showed me that it would fit into a wagon, I asked him, is there any difference for a HSV? And he said, nope, we can fit it to one of those as well. The Abbey loader was essential because I can now get out and do things on my own. I can also now, instead of relying on my wife, I can take my wife around. We can go out for tea, dinner, supper. I can now go to friends' houses, whereas before I had to rely on someone to put a chair in the back of the car. And when I arrived, the wife would normally get who we're visiting to come and take the chair out.
I just think it's the bee's knees. I really do. It'll be great to have Dad driving for a change and chauffeur drive me around for a change than rather me chauffeur driving him around.
I can now get out in the car with any camera I like, any lens I like, and go anywhere I want and shoot. I can do it now totally on my own.
It's good that I don't have to lift the chair for him anymore, and another thing is he used to like to go out for drives, and I used to worry about him going out for drives on his own. I thought if he's ever in an accident or anything and he can't get out of the car because he's got no wheelchair in there, now I've got a bit of peace of mind that I know if he's in trouble that he can get out.
I'm laughing. I can do everything. I don't now have to rely always on my friends to come and pick me up. Even like today, it's a nice day this afternoon. If I wanted to go down Williamstown near the Tyne Ball Tower and get out of the car and take a few shots, and I can go anywhere I want.
He can just jump in his car, go down there, and yeah, he's free to do it. He doesn't have to rely on anybody to take him anywhere, which is great. He can pursue his hobby.